Come, let's do this. Journey with me as we face, overcome, and befriend with the challenges ahead. We can because we are mathematicians. I am Teacher Bench, your soulmate. Allow me to guide you in learning different concepts and skills here in Mathematics 9. Are you ready? That's great! Before we start, let's have an activity entitled 4 Picks, 1 Word. I know that you are all familiar with this game. All you need to do is to guess the word described by the pictures. Are you now ready, math lovers? That's great! You have 20 seconds each round. Let's start. Your answer is very good. The word described by the picture is 0. What is your answer? Exactly! It is rational. And for the final round, what is your guess? Excellent! It is irrational. Very good, math lovers! You've got all the words described in the pictures presented. We identified the words 0, rational, and irrational. And these words are very important as we are going to discuss the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. And our most essential learning competency is characterizes the roots of quadratic equation using the discriminant.
In the quadratic formula, x is equal to negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, the radicand b squared minus 4ac can be used to determine the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation without actually solving the equation. The expression b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. It is also named because it discriminates between quadratic functions that have real zeros and those do not have. The values of the discriminant can be 0, perfect square, positive non-perfect square, or negative. The nature of the roots of quadratic equation. Let A, B, and C be rational, with A is not equal to 0. The discriminant of the quadratic equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is given by b squared minus 4ac, the quadratic equation, and can be used to characterize the nature of the roots of the equation as follows. If the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the nature of the roots are real numbers and equal. And if the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac is equal to a positive perfect square, then the nature of the roots are rational numbers and not equal. And for b squared minus 4ac is equal to positive non-perfect square, then the nature of the roots are irrational and not equal. And for b squared minus 4ac is equal to negative number, then the nature of the roots are no real roots. It also tells us the number of solutions of a quadratic equation. If the discriminant is positive, we know that we have two solutions. If it is negative, there are no solutions. And if the discriminant is equal to 0, we have one solution. Let's have illustrative example number 1. Describe the roots of 4m squared minus 4m plus 1 is equal to 0. First, we have here our discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. Then we are going to substitute the value of a, which is 4, b, which is negative 4, and c, which is 1, into the discriminant. So we have now here negative 4 squared minus 4 times 4 times 1. Then we have now 16 minus 16, and that is equal to 0. The discriminant is 0. We can say that the roots of the quadratic equation 4m squared minus 4m plus 1 is equal to 0 are real numbers and equal. Next, we have here describe the roots of x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. We have our discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. First, we are going to substitute the value of a, which is 1, b, which is negative 3, and c, which is 2, into the discriminant. So we have now negative 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times 2. Then we are going to simplify. We have now 9 minus 8, and that is equal to 1. The discriminant is 1. 1 is a perfect square. Then the roots are rational and not equal. Next, let's have number 3. Describe the roots of 4n squared minus 9n plus 1 is equal to 0. We have here our discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. Then, we are going to substitute the value of a, which is 4, the value of b, which is negative 9, and the value of c, which is 1, into the discriminant. We have now negative 9 squared minus 4 times 4 times 1. Then, we are going to simplify. We have now 81 minus 6. And that is equal to 65. The discriminant is 65. 65 is a positive and non-perfect square. Then, the roots are irrational and not equal. And for our last example, we have here describe the roots of 3y squared minus 4y plus 2 is equal to 0. Our discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Then we are going to substitute the values of a, which is equal to 3, b, which is negative 4, and c, which is equal to 2, into the discriminant. So we have now negative 4 squared minus 4 times 3 times 2. Then we are going to simplify. And we have now 16 minus 24. And that is equal to negative 8. The discriminant is negative 8. Negative 8 is a negative number. Then, the quadratic equation has no real roots.
I believe that you already know on how to characterize the roots of quadratic equation using discriminant. Now, it is your time to apply what you have learned.
Describe the nature of the roots of 3x squared minus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0 using its discriminant. I will give you a minute to accomplish the task. Time's up. Let us now check your answers. Our discriminant is 64, and 64 is a perfect square. Therefore, the nature of the roots is irrational and not equal. Before we end, here are the things you need to remember. The expression b squared minus 4ac is called the discriminant. The discriminant tells us the nature of the roots of quadratic equation. The values of the discriminant can be 0, perfect square, or positive non-perfect square, or negative. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the roots of the quadratic equation are real numbers and equal. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to positive perfect square, then the roots of quadratic equation are rational numbers and not equal. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to positive non-perfect square, then the roots of the quadratic equation are irrational numbers and not equal. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to negative number, then the quadratic equation has no real roots. To further understand our lesson for today, describe the nature of the roots of the quadratic equations using its discriminant. For additional activity, study the situation below and answer the question that follow.
Before we end, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel DVANS Mathematics Warriors. Again, this is Teacher Bench, and always remember, there is only one subject matter for education, and that is life in all its manifestation. By Alfred North Whitehead.